all week I've been sounding the alarm on the program, haven't I, about the dangers of foot and mouth. It's spreading uncontrollably, of course, through Indonesia, but worryingly for us, given the number of travellers back and forth on the island of Bali. If it gets into Australia, just one live case, well, the ramifications are massive. Farmers everywhere want to see more action from the government, including border closures on the table. But in Victoria, farmers have another worry here. Campers and fishermen allowed access to their own private land, whether they like it or not, under new laws passed by the Andrews government. Joining me now, Victorian Upper House member for the Western Victorian region, Bev McArthur. Bev, thank you. You and I talked about this coming in a couple of months ago. I think it might have been at the end of last year. And I thought it couldn't possibly be right that people can get onto your land as a farmer, even if you have a no trespass sign up. But that's true, and this is law. And you posed the worry then about biosecurity. Well, foot and mouth makes this absolutely real. Tell us what these laws actually mean.
Well, Peter, these laws mean that anybody can come onto a farmer's property where it's been designated that you can camp on riverside crown lease land that the farmer leases, but it comes onto the farmer's land. And I was on a farm in my electorate recently where you've got to go some kilometres through the paddocks, through several gates to get to where this camping site is. There's alongside of a river. The river, though, I couldn't see any fish whatsoever. But the extraordinary risks of bringing foot and mouth disease with campers without any restrictions whatsoever in these locations is horrendous.
So, look, given the foot and mouth concerns in Bali, because there's nothing to stop someone coming from Tullamarine Airport rapidly onto a farm and do a bit of camping and infect a population of cattle or sheep or any other of the animals affected by foot and mouth, why wouldn't the government suspend this provision? I think they should scrap it, but let's say, why don't they suspend it in light of the worries about foot and mouth?
Well, of course they should, Peter. It's extraordinary that they're not the least bit concerned, it appears. They're more interested in winning votes from fishers or whoever want to go and camp on these properties. And they're closing down parks everywhere. They create parks and then they don't let anybody on them. They're the areas where they should have free camping, not in these sorts of locations. But we've always raised the issues of biosecurity. It's a massive concern for farmers. Anybody coming onto a farming property has to be very careful about where they've been or what they might be doing. But we have no control over people that would come onto a property. You don't even know they're there to come and camp free. For several days on end, it poses huge risk. But this government doesn't care. They don't care about business. They don't care about farms.